I'm going to show you something the fitness industry won't talk about. The actual social return on investment of building muscle, not motivation, not theory, cold, hard data. I tracked 30 days of social interactions. Every compliment, every approach, every door held open, every conversation started by strangers, every time someone gave me space, respect, or attention. Then I compared it to my tracked data from before I was muscular. Same job, same social circles, same personality. Only one variable changed. My body. The results. They'll make you uncomfortable, but they're real. So how did I do this? It started with a systematic tracking system. I created a daily log to record specific social interactions. I tracked every unsolicited compliment I received, whether it was about my appearance, my perceived strength, or just my presence. I counted the number of conversations initiated by other people, not me. I noted every time I was given priority or preference, whether in service, in a line, or just getting someone's attention. I logged every double take or sustained eye contact from strangers. I even counted indicators of respect, like people holding a door for me, calling me sir, or showing deference in conversations. The crucial part was comparing two distinct data sets. The first was from a year ago, a 30-day period I tracked before my transformation. The second was a recent 30-day period, after building significant muscle. To make sure the comparison was fair, I kept all the major variables constant. I lived in the same city, followed the same daily routines, and moved in the same social environments. I had the same job and the same income level. I even wore a similar style of clothing, just adjusted for a better fit. The only thing that changed was my physique. The goal was to isolate one variable muscle and see its real-world impact. Now for the data reveal, and this is where it gets interesting. Let's start with category 1, direct compliments. Before my transformation, in a 30-day period, I received a grand total of 2 compliments. Both were from my family. After the transformation, 47 compliments in 30 days. 12 were from complete strangers, 18 from colleagues, and 17 from friends and acquaintances. That is a 2,250% increase. Breaking it down further, phrases like "you look great" went from 0 to 23. Questions like "you've been working out" went from 0 to 15. And "what's your secret" went from 0 to 9. The numbers speak for themselves. Next up, category 2, social initiations. This is about who starts the conversation. Before, excluding work necessities, only 3 conversations were started by other people in 30 days. After 28 conversations, that's an 833% increase. To give you some concrete examples, the number of people approaching me at the gym went from 0 to 12. Small talk at a coffee shop went from 1 instance to 8. And at networking events, people approaching me first went from 2 to 8. I wasn't doing anything different. People were just more willing to engage. Let's move on to category 3, respect indicators. This one was subtle but powerful. Before, I logged 2 instances of someone holding a door open for me. After, that number jumped to 19. The number of times I was called sir, or an equivalent term of respect, went from 0 to 34. And the number of times I was given priority in a line or during service went from 0 to 7. These are small, everyday moments that collectively change how you experience the world. Category 4 is physical space and presence. Before, I tracked 18 instances where people would bump into me or crowd my personal space without a second thought. After, only 2 times. Conversely, the number of times people would actively move aside to let me pass went from 4 to 31. It's a non-verbal signal that you are seen and your presence is acknowledged. Finally, category 5, professional impact. This was perhaps the most surprising. Before, I tracked being interrupted in meetings 12 times over the 30-day period. After, that number dropped to just 2. The number of my ideas that were actually implemented went from 3 to 9. And the number of times I was directly asked for my opinion or input went from 7 to 23. My intelligence didn't change, but the perception of my competence clearly did. So here's what the data tells us, and why it makes people uncomfortable. Truth number 1, physical appearance creates a halo effect. People subconsciously assume that a muscular person is also disciplined, competent, and trustworthy. Is it fair? Absolutely not. Is it real? The data says yes. Truth number 2, respect is often given, not earned based on character alone. I'm the same person. I have the same values, the same intelligence. But I receive significantly more respect based purely on my physical form. Truth number 3, opportunities start coming to you. instead of you having to chase them. Before, I had to be the one to initiate, to pursue, to convince. After, people approach me. They offer opportunities. They include me automatically. And truth number 4, the social game just gets easier. Dating, networking, career advancement, all of it became measurably less difficult. Not because my skills in those areas improved, but because people gave me more chances to begin with. This isn't fair. This isn't how the world should work. But this is how the world works. You might be thinking, this is all so shallow. It's just vanity. But I want you to consider the compound effect of these changes. 47 compliments are 47 microboosts to your confidence. Each one reinforces the idea that you're doing something right, that you're valued, that you matter. 28 new conversations are 28 potential connections. Any one of those could become a new friend, a client, a mentor, a partner, or a life-changing business opportunity. 34 daily indicators of respect mean you walk through the world feeling seen, not invisible. And the professional advantage that leads to career acceleration. More voice in meetings means more influence. More opportunities lead to more growth, and potentially more income. Over a year, 5 years, 10 years, the gap between the muscular you and the average you becomes massive, not just in your body, but in your entire life's trajectory. And here's the most powerful part. This is one of the few variables you have almost complete control over. You can't control your height. You can't control your facial structure. You can't control your age. For the most part, you can't even control your genetics. But you absolutely can control your muscle mass. You can control your body fat percentage. You can control your posture and the physical presence you command. And the data shows this one controllable variable has an outsized impact on how the world perceives and treats you. It's not the only thing that matters. Of course not. But it might be the highest leverage thing you can physically change. So why wouldn't you want to optimize it? So you've seen the data. You understand the impact. What now? You could try to figure this all out by yourself. You could piece together random workouts from YouTube, attempt some inconsistent diet you read about, with no real tracking or sense of progression. That path often takes 2 or 3 years of frustrating trial and error. Or, you could follow the exact system I used to get from my before dataset to my after dataset. That system is level 300. It's not about theory. It's about execution. It's the training protocol that built this body. It's the nutrition approach that made it sustainable for a real life. It's the mindset framework that made it all stick. And the tracking system that ensures you're always making progress. It's everything I did, packaged into a clear, step-by-step path that you can follow. The data doesn't lie. Building muscle changes how the world treats you. Level 300 is how you build that muscle. I want you to try a little experiment. For just 1 week, track your own life. Count the compliments you get. Count the indicators of respect. Count the opportunities that come to you versus the ones you have to chase down. Then, imagine those numbers being 10 times higher. That's not a fantasy. That's what the data showed is possible. You can keep living in your before dataset, or you can start building the body that creates the after dataset. The choice is yours. The link is below. Your transformation and your new data starts today.